This morning I woke up with the idea that I wanted to shoot some monkeys, so I drove up the rock. Halfway up the rock I stumbled onto this thing, which seems to be an R35 LM1000 GTR, which is sick, and I wasn't planning on shooting cars, so I don't have a polarizer on me, and also I don't have any ND filters on me because I was only planning to shoot the GoPro angle, but I am going to take some photos of this thing because the car is sick, and I love that it seems to be really driven a lot. It has quite a lot of rock chips and stuff like that, so I'm sure it's been driven, and I just love that.
They told me I got what it take, so I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay, I need my 50 for tax. I need a shot with no chase, my girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the lake, so I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take, so I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay, I need my 50 for tax.
Now let's go into the photography part of the video. On the day I had my Fuji X-S10 with the Sigma 18 to 50 f2.8. This lens is still quite new to me, so the main reason I went out shooting with it is because I really want to get used to the lens and I want it to be second nature, because this has now become my workhorse lens for client shoots, for weddings, food photography, and basically anything else I can use it for. This was the first time I was shooting cars with it. As I said before, I didn't take any polarizing filters with me, unfortunately, so these are not the best car photos. I'm not happy with having the reflections on the paint, especially this being a grey car, which is just a big mirror. But what can you do? I did the best with the gear I had. I think the best part of the car, in my opinion, is the back, because the GTR lights are just so iconic, and I just love the way they look. Especially the rear end of this car with the carbon fiber wing and with the diffuser at the bottom. I think it looks really aggressive, and I just love the look it has. I'm not really a fan of modern cars, but this thing definitely catches my eye. I think this car with the custom number plates and the color definitely looks great, but as I said, I'm not a fan of photographing grey cars. Also being an LM1000, if it is a real LM1000, it's definitely a unicorn, and I'm really happy I stumbled onto it. I'm not sure why the owner has left it up on the rock. Maybe he just parked it there to walk to the top, I'm not sure. But I definitely wouldn't leave such a car on the rock, especially with having the monkeys there who really like to jump on cars and start pulling stuff like windshield wipers, antennas, and anything they can get their hands on. I think this photo is probably one of my favorites. It shows the front of the car nicely, and it shows the road going up the rock, which kind of sets the scene and tells a bit of a story. I also like this one that's out of focus and shows the port of Algeciras in the distance. And to end it, I tried to get some sets of photos where the car would be in focus and then the background, and I think especially the vertical ones look quite good. Now let's go into the reason I went onto the rock on the day, which is to take photos of some monkeys. The 18-50 is definitely not the best focal range for this, especially with the monkeys in the morning having a lot of energy and being quite active and jumping around. At some point one of them jumped onto my backpack hoping he would find some food, but it was not his lucky day. I really like that I had quite a lot of clouds in the sky and it wasn't just a blue boring sky. The one thing I should have done is gone to the other side of the rock where the sunrise was happening, because this side was on the west side, so it was in the shade the whole morning. So maybe next time I'll either get here on sunset or go onto the other side on sunrise. I really like the photos with the slow sign, but I'm not sure if I like the first one that shows a bit of the background more, or the second one which is much simpler and shows just the monkey, the wall and the sign. I definitely like how sharp this lens is and how well it resolves colors and contrast. At this point, a couple monkeys jumped onto my car, which was my cue to leave, so I quickly took one photo of this one trying to eat the antenna and then shoot him off and went back into the car.